here to do a reading for the sign of Virgo. Thank you for joining us, and if you're new or returning, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you could, please go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. Subscribe. We are a growing channel, and I'd like to hear from you. Let's get started with some oracle cards for Virgo. This wanted to come out. Success and happiness are coming. Enjoy and celebrate life. But what actually came out was your deepest desires constrain you. Let them go to clear your mind. So I guess that correlates with how you're going to gain success and happiness. They're coming. Your deepest desires constrain you. So it says let them go. Release them. Balance yourself out. What you really want will come to you. We don't need to hang on to it. It's keeping you in a restricted energy. And I feel like the sweetness is there. The sweetness is there. The flight is going to take off. All of those different analogies you want to put out there. But don't let what you want restrict you. If you know you're constantly focused on what you want, you kind of lose sight on other areas of life, and it does require a balance. It does require you to be less restricted on it because you have no room for it to grow. If, let's just say, for instance, if she wanted to give somebody a hug, she couldn't do it because her arms are all wrapped up in these pearls, and this bird is like, hey, what are you doing? You're kind of stuck there. And it's like, she's like, oh well, I just want what I want, and the bird is actually trying to help her. I see, trying to help deconstrain her. If you look closely, that bird has hold of some of those beads there. Let's see what that's about. What's constraining Virgo? Let's talk about it. All right, Virgo. Whatever comes out comes out. It may not be about love. It may be about your personal self, personal growth. If love comes out, love comes out. If it does, I will more than likely pull an angel card, since I've done that for other signs that love has come out. So let's talk about it, Virgo. All right, Virgo. Spirit, God, Source, Universe. Watching, you're observing, you're looking at something, you're getting information, you're watching something in pain. Or you're watching someone in pain. Let me see. All right, Virgo. One more. King. Working on a judgment, a decision. Unable to move on from the past. Missed opportunity. Yeah, restricted. Your emotions are keeping you bound. You need to, it's like, have hope, have optimism on whatever you're starting to embark on. Make that decision. It's like you're stuck and bound. You're trying to figure out how you feel. You're not quite sure, and you're actually wanting to move slow towards whatever path you're moving down, and actually overcome challenges and become a little bit more in control of the actions you take, but you're in conflict because of what you're bringing in. It's okay. Let me get all these out real quick before I go down that way. Death, change. Want to change things around and be a lot more happier, overcome challenges, be more in control, be more in your power in what you do and what you're able to do. It's like you're observing something. It's like what you want is restricting you. You're unable to move on from things and emotions and how you felt in the past. Maybe even unable to move on from certain childish ways, behaviors, or actions. It's like you're working on it. You're working on making a judgment all the while sitting and wallowing in your heartbreak, your sorrows, and things you felt so were delicate and held close to you, things that are falling apart. And unable, it's like you just can't move on emotionally from something, and you're going to have to emotionally mature, though. You're going to have to. You may have felt rejected. You may have felt like there were some missed opportunities. It's like what you want. I think a lot of it comes from an emotional place. What you wanted emotionally just isn't working out for you. It's like you're kind of working on making a judgment. Because it's like you're restricted and coming together with somebody, kind of stuck and bound. Is this somebody? What do I want to do with this, Virgo? A lot of the things that I'm picking up is emotional. It's like you're trying to process it, though. Virgo, you may have a lot on your plate and things that keep you stable. You may feel like it's heavy, but I want to challenge the mindset. Focus on what you can control. Because whatever it is, what you're wanting, I feel like you don't have any control over it. I feel, Virgo, that it is also restricting you, that you don't have control over it. I know Virgos are very perfectionist-like, and, sometimes it's best to do it yourself if you're, if you're going to do it right, get it right, do it yourself type energy. But it's like, Virgo, I feel a sense of sadness from you, a lot of solemnness. You may be bored. You may need to actually level up on an emotional level to achieve what you're actually wanting. Let it go. Clear your mind. Whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're feeling, some of those emotions are going to have to be released. You're working on it. I do get a sense of you doing that. You're trying to perfect it. You're trying to polish it. You're being very meticulous. But the energy behind it is you're still not moving forward with what you're trying to perfect. So it's like, let it go. Allow things to either die and change for themselves. Because, again, you're restricting yourself in that same manner of what you're trying to hold on to. Let's get some messages. What is this about? Let's clarify what this is about for Virgo. Tell me what you're trying to tell Virgo. Yeah. It's like you're trying to end the cycle. But it's kind of like you're starting a new cycle of obsessions. Or what binds you, right? You're starting it all over again. Anything that, it's like you're working on it, but you keep going back to it. You keep establishing that foundation of burden. And it's like, look, you gotta let that go in order to free yourself. So if you say, hey, I don't like going to work, but then you put yourself in a financial bind in which you haven't been going to work. So now your financial bind makes you have to go to work. Instead of consistently working and you being financially stable so you can take a day off or two, you're starting that cycle, the repetitive cycle of just not going to work because you don't feel like it, instead of, continuously going, being stable enough or mature enough to maintain that financial stability. Again, let me see. It has something to do with what you're working on, what you're building, maybe even teamwork. You may not be working with others. Maybe in your ego and hiding your feelings as well. Guarded, defensive. You see, there it is. You want something new to start, and there's the King of Cups again. Emotionally mature, emotionally stable. Queen of Cups beside it. So I'm getting, okay. Going healing, not taking action, wanting to be in control, turning things around in a relationship, choosing a path, but you're running into the Tower moment and the Devil. You're going to keep running into this. As emotionally mature as you want to be, as many times, as hard as you are working on something, staying maybe stagnant is probably your best bet to maintain control. You don't have to continuously work towards something. Sometimes you can take a breather, and I know that's the opposite of what I was trying to say with the example of doing it over and over again, but that's the repetitive cycle of the Devil. This here, the cards that actually came out, it's like following your intuition, following your heart, being emotionally stable, being grounded, having a fresh start, new beginning, and doing the hard work, and actually healing, staying still. But it's like you're at a crossroads. And what keeps happening is you're going to keep running into the Devil as long as you keep making certain choices. Collect the information and actually shift your energy from, one, the heartbreak, but two, be a little bit more open-minded. Because the restriction is there. You're closing your mind off. Your mindset is the issue, as one here suggests, the Five of Swords. I'm going to pick these back up because this is a lot. It's becoming jumbled. But what actually came out here, you're going to have to make a judgment to clear yourself and actually get something new, something creative started. You have to release what your desires were. You're obsessively thinking about stability, coming together with someone, having a home. It's creating burdens on you. And it's almost on a sabotage energy. It's like, don't you focusing too much on what you're trying to work for, what you're trying to build for. Focus your attentions elsewhere is what I keep getting. But let's get some Kipper cards. That seemed like it was a little hard to maneuver through, Virgo. So you may be overwhelmed a little bit, which is causing some of that pain, causing some of those restrictions. Getting 8 of Swords energy behind that. But let's get some Kipper. Bad health, yeah. It's keeping you there. It's keeping you bedridden. It's keeping you in a state of needing to heal. Once you do heal, you'll have sudden wealth again, and things will transform. That was death at the end, bottom of this deck, was it? Yeah. Things will transform. There will be a ending and a new beginning. Things will close out. You have to create some type of balance for yourself, Virgo. But that's pretty much all I have for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you could, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye. See you guys later.